carbon and learning about carbon and carbon compounds. Carbon. Carbon is a non-metallic element. It is found in the free state in nature as graphite and diamond and also in compounds. Activity. Take silk, wood, fruit seeds, hair, feathers in separate test tubes and heat each of them. Slowly their color changes and finally they all are turned black. They are all transferred into carbon when charred. This shows that all plants and animal products contain carbon as their main constituent. Carbon is found in carbon dioxide in the air, as also in fuel like biogas, petroleum, and marsh gas. Carbon has atomic number 6 and atomic mass number 12. Its valency is 4. So students, how did coal form in nature? Coal is a widely used fuel or energy source. From where does coal get the energy it contains? Plants and animals constantly receive solar energy. Lakhs of years ago, the remains of plants and animals got buried under the earth. Microorganisms acted on them, and the gaseous substances in these remains were released into the atmosphere. And what was left behind consisted mainly of carbon compounds. After this, under tremendous pressure in the bowels of the earth, the liquid substances in these compounds rained away and the remaining mineral solidified into compact and hard rock. This is the material we call as coal. Coal is of different types. It is created on the basis of the heat that can be obtained from it. In spite of other energy sources like mineral oil and electricity being available, we obtain 80% of the energy we need from organic fuels. Sugar, paper, plastic, wood, cereals, pulses, and petrol are all compounds of carbon.
Properties of carbon. Allotropes. In nature, some elements are found in more than one form, even though the chemical properties of these forms are the same. They have different physical properties. These forms are called allotropes of an element, and this property of the element is called allotropy. Carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus are some of the allotropic elements found in nature. Allotropes of carbon. Allotropes of carbon are of two types, crystalline and amorphous or non-crystalline. The crystalline allotropes are diamond, graphite, and fullerenes. The atoms of the elements in the crystalline form have a specific arrangement. In the amorphous form, the arrangement of atoms is irregular. The amorphous forms of carbon are coke, coal, etc.
Diamond. Diamonds were formed lakhs of years ago by the crystallization of carbon under tremendous pressure. Brilliant, pure diamond is an extremely hard substance. It is a bad conductor of electricity. Brilliant, pure diamond is an extremely hard substance. It is a bad conductor of electricity. In the diamond crystal, every carbon atom has 4 atoms of carbon at specific distances around it. If diamond is heated to a very high temperature, it gives out carbon dioxide. Acids and alkalis do not have any effect on diamond. Diamond is used to cut glass and in drilling machines and as an ornament. Graphite. A graphite crystal is a hexagonal. The regular arrangement of atoms in graphite is in layers. Thus, 6 carbon atoms form a hexagon and are at specific distance from one another. Every carbon atom has 3 other carbon atoms around it at equal distances. The graphite found in nature is black, soft, and smooth. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Graphite has been used for writing since olden times. The leads in the pencil are made up of graphite. Graphite is also used for lubrications. In the dry cell, a graphite rod forms the positive electrode. Graphite is also used in arc lamp or arc lights which give bright light. Fullerene. Fullerene is a recently discovered allotrope of carbon. The atoms in the allotrope of carbon is known as C or buckyball are joined together each other in pentagonal and hexagonal arrangements. As a result, the structure of the fullerene is like a football. Fullerenes were named after the architect Richard Buckminster Fuller from the kind of domes he had built. Properties of fullerene are still being studied. Scientists believe that it could be used in the revolutionary research related to superconductivity. The most familiar form of carbon is charcoal. It is an amorphous form of carbon. Charcoal is produced by burning substances of plant origin, such as wood in an insufficient supply of oxygen. Charcoal is porous and therefore has a low density. Solubility of carbon. Carbon does not dissolve in any solvent.
Action of carbon with oxygen. When carbon is burnt in air, it combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide.
Summary. Carbon has 2 kinds of allotropes, that is, crystalline and non-crystalline. The crystalline forms of carbon are diamond, graphite, fullerenes, while coke soot and charcoal are non-crystalline forms. There are many compounds of carbon such as carbon dioxide, methane. So, that is all in this topic, students. Keep learning!